Hello guys, how's it going? This is Splicer here. Now Ubisoft have just announced the release dates for the Fallen Ghost DLC, and they provided us with a lot of information about this DLC. So for Season Pass holders, the DLC will be available from the 30th of May, and then on individual purchase on the 6th of June for everybody else that hasn't got the Season Pass. To be honest, I wasn't expecting to see the DLC so soon, but I think maybe because of the Narco Road reaction, perhaps they've sort of pushed it forward to sort of bring people and keep people in the game. Still no news on PvP, but at least we've got a new DLC coming. So I'm going to give you all the details that they've provided us for this, which there are quite a lot. So if you don't already know, the Fallen Ghosts DLC is based around you extracting from Bolivia and then your helicopter going down, and there's a new enemy that sort of rises up because the Santa Blanca cartel has already been removed. Unidad's struggling to hold on to the stability of the country, so then a lot of other factions rise up, and the main one is called Los Extraordinarios. Basically, that's called the Foreigners. So basically, it's a lot of foreigners that have come together to create a sort of mercenary group, ex-special forces, that sort of thing, to then tackle these Americans that are in Bolivia that they need to get rid of. So this new group, they come in 4 main types. So you've got the armoured variety, so they've got heavy bulletproof plates, making them especially dangerous to close combat. So they're going to take a lot more rounds to take them down. So maybe a little bit more like bullet magnets, but the way this game's been run, it won't be too much, but it'll be more than what you expect from other enemies. You've got people called elite snipers. They have advanced movement detectors, so they allow them to spot you from far away, and it says here they never miss a shot. So the snipers are going to be quite difficult to come up against. There's another group called the Jammers, and they have jamming equipment in their backpacks, letting them to neutralise drones and interfere with electronic equipment. So all of your equipment and your drones aren't going to work around these guys. And I'm guessing they'll have one in any sort of patrol that they've got. So it's going to be old-fashioned spotting the enemies and targeting for other people. And then the last one, which is quite a new concept to this game, they're called Covert Ops. And they've got new prototype cloaking devices that make them almost invisible, and they have a powerful crossbow as well. So quite interesting, especially because you're going to be in the jungle. You have enemies that are going to be almost invisible to see, and snipers that are getting you from miles away that never miss a shot. So it's going to be an interesting concept, and it's good to see they're bringing in new stuff. So they've got 4 main groups of that main faction. So in this new DLC, there's going to be 4 new bosses with 15 new missions to play in 3 different regions. So they say here that they've retooled the weather system, so it's going to be a little bit more intense, and it's based in jungle and swampland, so it's a little bit different to what we've seen so far. And like I say, they're 3 completely different regions. Now, one thing I'm not 100% on, but the way they've worded this, I believe it to be true. But it says that a new campaign starts players with a new level 30 character, equipped with all of the main game skills. So I think like Narco Road, you're going to have a brand new character who then you're going to start off again. Although it's the main ghosts, it's going to be a new character that you start off with. And they're going to give you all the skills that you have, or you had available to you in the main game. And they're also going to give us extra skills, and they're going to give us a level cap of level 35. So I'm not too happy about that. I would like to have seen you carrying on as the main character. Maybe I've read it wrong and you do, but I don't think so, especially now they've said there's 3 completely different regions, and I think the 3 different regions are going to be separate to the main missions, which I think will be a massive shame. But obviously your helicopter's been leaving, so you've come down in a different part of Bolivia, so I can see why it's a different area, but I don't know why it's not the same ghost, but maybe it will be. We'll see. So anyway, they're going to bring in new skills as well. So they're bringing in new physical skills. So you've got oxygen, which can make you swim underwater for longer. Reaction marking, which heightens your senses, allowing you to tag anyone that shoots you, which is quite interesting. And a lot easier if you've co-op, if you can just literally look at the enemy, tag them to the guys that are shooting you. In weapon, you're going to get explosive bolts that you can add to the new crossbow. So obviously we knew it wasn't a crossbow, but you can get explosive bolts for that. Faster reload, which obviously increases your faster reload. And then there's going to be a flash drone, so you can sort of throw flashbangs from your drone. And also a skill called Drone Vengeance, which will equip the drone with a explosive payload, so if it's shot down by the enemy, it will then explode on impact with the floor, which will be cool. They've also said there's going to be 6 new weapons, and I'm hoping these aren't going to be like the Narco Road new weapons, and they're actually going to be brand new. And they don't specifically say what they are, but it's going to be new assault rifles, sniper rifles, and the crossbow, obviously, that we know of. They've also said there's going to be 4 new side activity types, each with an exclusive reward. So they're going to increase the side missions, they're going to give us a few different ones, which is good. One of the main reasons for this, apart from the 4 ghosts escaping, is that their mission is to remove US citizens from Bolivia, so they don't get targeted by this new group. So I'm guessing some of those side activity types maybe being sort of removing US citizens from certain areas, or extracting them from certain places. Maybe that'll be part of it. But that is part of the main mission anyway. They've also announced that they're going to change up, and they've amended to the advanced and expert difficulties. So they said they've tweaked it for more of a challenge. So it also says that they're brave enough to turn off the HUD, you will now be faced with a super hardcore tactical experience, which I think is what we all want. I think they've just worded that because removing the HUD makes it quite difficult anyway. But they've worded it as super hardcore tactical experience, which is what we wanted from the game in the first place. So yeah, I know there's quite a lot of information to take on board, but the main part is it's coming out on the 30th of May for Season Pass holders and the 6th of June for anybody else who wants to purchase it. Hopefully I've been mistaken with the new character part and you will be taking over your ghost, because it does say also that Fallen Ghost is a direct continuation of the Ghost Recon Wildlands main story. So you would like to think if it's a direct continuation, you're going to have the same characters that you've been using over the main story. Hopefully that's the case, but I don't know why you'd get a new level 30 character unless the one you've got, if he isn't level 30 already, you're just going to put him to level 30 and then get all the skills unlocked. Hopefully that's the case. And obviously all your weapons that you've obtained will carry over as well. So it's good to see some new content coming. Hopefully we're going to get some news on PvP soon. It doesn't look like it's coming with this DLC, but it might come a few months after or a few weeks after. To be honest, we don't really know. But we know we've got this coming soon, and I'm pretty sure PvP is coming quite soon after, and I'd like to believe they're just taking a little while longer because they need to perfect it and make sure it's as good as it can possibly be, because we know Ubisoft are great at that. Right, so yeah, please subscribe to my channel because I'll keep you updated with this DLC, guys, and any more news that comes out, especially with PvP. Give it a like if you liked it, if it's new information, great stuff. If anything you want to know, any questions, anything you want to put in the comments, put it down below, and I'll see if I can get answers to you. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Check it out, weapons case. Awesome, I can put this to use.
Todas las unidades, prepárense para atacar.
There's the alarm.